WMMT welcomes commentary from our listeners. Today we'll hear from Jim Webb, Program Director of WMMT, who will comment on the Mountain News and World Report commentary. Every week we invite folks in our listening area, or anywhere else for that matter, to speak up on Mountain News and World Report. Many do, but countless thousands and millions don't. This is one of those weeks. So in putting the show together, I thought we'd just not have a commentary. That would be that much less editing and splicing, not to mention the recording time itself. Then I remembered the great Appalachian flood of 1977. A very diverse group in Mingo and Pike counties banded together, not just to get through the most cataclysmic time many of us had known, but to try to figure out what happened, what was really going on, and what we could do about it. First, of course, food, then clothing, nursing, and information, and so on. A group of ordinary, extraordinary folks formed the Tug Valley Disaster Center. Whatever we could scrounge up was free to anyone who came by. Thousands of meals were served in the basement of the Presbyterian Church. A petition to abolish strip mining, a major cause of the flooding, was signed by over 7,000 people passing through the doors. The Presbyterian Church asked us to leave. We did, and took up in an empty house down the street that hadn't flooded. By then, food wasn't the biggest problem. Over the next 4 or 5 years, the Tug Valley Recovery Center, it changed its name, was a part of many of the homegrown efforts to empower the citizenry of Appalachia in the 70s and 80s. The Appalachian Land Study brought to the light of day just who really does own Appalachia. The unmined minerals tax on the big boys, low-cost housing, the list is long and arduous. They even started a newspaper, the Sandy New Era, which was distributed free throughout the Tug Valley, though it often was disappeared from some of the outlets, a way to get the word out. In fact, the Sandy New Era and the TVRC did play parts in the toppling of the notorious Mingo County political machine and cesspool that even made it to network TV a few years ago. But one thing we always struggled with back then was how to get the word out, whether it was an incoming truckload of bread or a call for a community meeting. I remember one night sitting around and someone said, "I wish we had a radio station." Everyone thought that a splendid idea. No one thought it remotely possible. Well, times change. Who'd have thunk it? There is a community radio station in the mountains, and it invites listeners to comment. It really does. What a great idea. Even amongst the current crop of political corruption and hogs wallowing in the public trough, you can speak your piece on the radio, on WMMT's Mountain News and World Report, or on Mountain Talk. So, that's my commentary. This is too important an opportunity to not use, so the heck with not having a commentary this week. You and I, have a radio station. You are welcome to use it. That was me, Jim Webb, Program Director of WMMT. Opinions expressed on this program are not necessarily those of WMMT or of Appleshop Incorporated. We hope to encourage the discussion of questions important to our communities. Please let us know your views. For Mountain News and World Report, I'm Jim Webb.